now than as Lise was speaking to us. Kerry Allen sat down opposite me. Although I can't really see you, Kerry, because this monitor is rather high and neither of us are particularly tall here in the BBC newsroom. Our BBC Monitoring China media analyst. Good to have you with us. We're going to talk about this story that's also gone up on the BBC News website you've been working on in the last few hours. Hundreds of thousands of social media users talking about domestic violence. It's after an actor there posted an apology to his girlfriend, a Japanese model, who'd shared photos on Instagram. Well, of what? Pick up the story.
Well, this model, she'd posted pictures of bruises all over her face, all over her arms, and Instagram's actually blocked in China. But these pictures, Chinese people became aware of them overseas, and they were sharing them. And because she's Japanese, she'd also posted in Japanese that she'd been suffering, and she said, "I'm still alive. A lot of people don't know what's been happening to me." And she said that she couldn't say much more because lawyers had advised her not to. And these reports, I mean, this post, it reached China, and Chinese media started mentioning it. And the actor Zhang Jianfu, who's got 17 million followers on Weibo, he posted an apology today saying that he'd hurt her, and he would take responsibility for whatever actions might come to him. The police haven't actually said anything yet, so there's not a lot of details coming out yet about this, whether he's going to be prosecuted. But it's been hundreds of thousands of comments on social media today.
And what are the nature of those comments, and what does it tell us about perhaps attitudes towards domestic violence in China?
A lot of them are very angry, but there are also some comments. I mean, China's only very, very recently introduced domestic violence laws in the country. A trial law was introduced in 2014, but one only really came into effect in 2016. And it only really applies to married couples. So this couple, they're not married. And also, I mean, there've been criticisms before that the laws in place don't actually help LGBTQ communities. So there have been some fierce criticisms about this law, and some people, I mean, they see domestic violence still in China. If they see somebody, I mean, I've seen people in China being beaten by their husbands on the street, and people don't want to get involved. They see it as a private matter. They don't want to interfere. So some people do have that attitude, and they're saying that they think it's, they don't really want understand it. But there are a lot of people who are getting very angry, and they're saying no, he should face criminal punishment.
Kerry, thanks very much indeed for bringing us up to date with that. Kerry Allen, our China media analyst from BBC Monitoring.